Okay. So I my purpose is not to like demonstrate your best English or anything like that, right? I just want to have a brief, it's just going to be very short, a brief conversation talking the way that we normally talk together. But I'll just ask you a few questions about what your experience has been like, okay,
Yeah.
since
Okay.
we started. Okay. And then we can look at, I'll show it to you, whatever I come up with in the end. And we can agree that, it's fine and that you feel comfortable with it. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. So, first, I just want to say thank you for agreeing to talk with me for a few minutes and share a little bit with respect to your experience working with me over the past 18 months. We've been meeting every week for a little more than a year and a half. So, to start off, can you just briefly introduce yourself, your name and a little bit about your work or your family or whatever you'd like to say?
Mhm. Yeah. Uh, I am Chen Yuan, and I am an engineer at an international company. Yeah, and uh, I I think before before we start the meeting, uh, I I think I cannot say a complete sentence. Yeah, and I, after the meetings, uh, June shared a lot of stories, and we share some game time, and uh, uh, magically, I think my English improves a lot, and right now I can have some conversations with foreigners. Yeah, so I I think the English uh, uh, I I think the English classes June shared is very good for me. Yeah.
Okay. And so during the first part, we spent a fair amount of time playing an online game together, right? Uh, we we shared the screen. It's a kind of a complicated game, right? Multiplayer uh, online game. We shared the screen, and I gave you a lot of explanation about the game and instructions about what to do for you know for my game and to try to play well and get ahead. And then after that, we turned to reading novels, right? And what I
Mm,
did was uh, share the ebook with you, and you looked at the ebook while I was reading aloud, right? And we have
mm,
read several novels now. We're in the middle of one.
mm,
Uh, did If you think about English lessons, most people think about getting vocabulary, right? studying, learning grammar rules.
Mm.
Did we ever do that at all?
Actually, no. Yeah.
Okay. And, and you said just a little while ago, you said magically, right? So,
Yeah. Mhm.
so you feel like your English has improved, but you feel like you don't feel really feel sure how it happened. Is that right?
Oh, yes. I remember in the beginning, uh, I sent a message to you and I asked you, do you think my English really improves? Yeah. At that time, I'm very curious about the uh, uh, I mean how far I will improve with this method. Yeah, but after 1 year, I think I graduate gradually improves and I can communicate with my foreign uh, colleagues. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know why, but I think I think my English really improves a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, what did you think? What would you have thought before we met? What would you have thought of the idea that of a good way because you're a busy person, right? Very busy now.
Uh,
You have two little baby girls, right?
yeah.
Uh, and a demanding job. What would you have thought if someone suggested to you, if you're really serious about improving your English, all you need to do is read and listen to novels or to stories or to do something together like play a game? What would you have, and what did you think about the idea of reading or pleasure?
Mm. Uh, I I have to say, in in the beginning, because my reading and writing uh, is good enough for my work work use. Yeah, so at that time, I I really doubted if I keep reading. Uh, it, is it possible for me to improve my listening and speaking?
Yeah.
Yeah, but but actually it really works. Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's all I wanted to ask you. Thank you very much for talking to me.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to turn off the recording. Oh, there.